Everyone, and I hope everyone is doing well for this study session and for us all. I would like to welcome our gorgeous speaker, Dr. Azreen.
Hello, hi
Yes,
everyone.
hello.
Assalamualaikum.
You good, Dr. Azreen?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. And I would like also welcoming to all lecturers, student, and all the participants that have been joining this international guest lecturer. Uh, Well, my name is Ramesti. Today I will be MC and as your moderator, of course, and I will accompany you through the whole session today. And before we begin the session, I would like to personally, greet our speaker today, Dr. Dr. Wan. Sorry.
Wan Noor Azreen.
Dr. Wan Noor Azreen Wan Mohamad Nordin. She is a senior lecturer at the Faculty of Art and Social Science, University Malaya, and she has obtained a PhD in management from University Malaya and pursuing master degree on public administration, also in University of Malaya, and Bachelor of Administration Science from University Technology Mara. Okay, and she's have a lot of experience in academic, and her last publication is about the justice at work, the role of discretionary power and leadership in thriving organization situation that was published in 2026. And I've been looking your CV and that you have been gained the personal experience as a banking officer, right?
Yeah, true.
That's a good experience, and maybe it will be the valuable insight for us, of course.
Mhm.
Okay, before I start this session, I will take the documentation. Can anyone participant to open your camera? Okay, everyone, please open your camera. Okay, come on, Imam, Sheila, Corey, Amelia, Claudia, Anissa, Arlina. Okay, everyone, please open your camera. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm still waiting for another to open your cam. Okay, 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 please open your cam. There is still some participant who have not turned the camera. Okay, please, come on. Yasa and another Talita. Okay. 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 All right, everyone. I will take the screenshot for the page one. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Smile. Nice. It's page second. Wait. Sorry. Okay. 3, 2, 1, and smile. Okay. Thank you. Slide number 3. 3, 2, 1. Smile. Okay. The last slide. 3, 2, 1, and smile. All right. Okay. Okay, thank you so much for everyone who have been opening your camera. And Dr. Azreen, are you ready for your gorgeous presentation?
Yes, ready.
Okay. Did you need do you want to screen by yourself or need us to screen your presentation?
I think I can share the screen.
Okay. The screen is yours, Dr. Azreen.
Alright. Right, so everyone can see my screen, right?
Yes. Yes, we can see.
Alright, okay. So should I start? Okay. Assalamualaikum and good afternoon, everyone. Alright, first of all, I want to thank you very much, okay, for University Diponegoro, especially for the Dr. to take and also the moderator, okay, Paras Misty, right, for inviting me today, okay. So first of all, let me introduce myself, okay. My name is Wan Noor Azreen, Wan Mohamad Nordin. You can call me Azreen, right. So I am a senior lecturer, okay, from the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences, okay, UNDIP Malaya, Malaysia. Okay, so basically my academic background is mainly on the organizational behavior and also leadership, okay, which focus on the teamwork, the communication, and also the organizational dynamic, right? So I can say that I'm very happy, okay, to be here with all of you, okay, through this global classroom, okay, collaborations between UNDIP Malaya and also Universitas Diponegoro, right? Okay, so today, okay, we will discuss what we call a very important topic, okay, which is the leadership, okay, and the roles of leaders in the group dynamic, right? So for me, this topic is very relevant, okay, because in the university, in the organization, and for you guys who are become an employees someday, okay, in the future, say, we enjoy the future workplace, okay, we really works alone, okay, most of time we works in team, right? However, okay, not all teams perform successfully, okay, some team they will communicate effectively, they will trust each other, and also they will achieve the excellent outcome, okay. At the same time, there are some teams they experience conflicts, they have a poor coordinations and also the low motivation, okay. So today we will explore, okay, what actually makes the team effective, how leadership influence the group dynamics, and also what kinds of the leadership, okay, is needed for the future, right? So I hope, okay, for this session it will be interactive and also enjoyable for everyone, right? Right, so before we discuss in details about the team dynamics, okay, I would likes all of us, okay, to think about one important question, which is why. Why do some team, okay, they fail even when everyone in the team is intelligent and talented? Okay, sometimes we can see that the group, okay, with a very smart members, but the team still struggle to perform well. Okay, for example, like they have a poor communication, they have a lack of trust, unclear responsibility, they have a low participation among the team members, okay, and also the conflicts are what we call among the members, right? And at the same time, okay, they are also have a team with the ordinary member, but they perform extremely well because they cooperate effectively and also support each other. Okay, so this actually show us that the team is not only about the intelligence, okay, or technical skill, but the differences, okay, we come from the leadership, from the communication, from the trust, and also how the team members interact with each other. Okay, so this is what we call group dynamic. Okay, So basically, the group dynamics, they will influence how the people communicate, how they make a decision, how they solve the problem, and also works together toward the shared goal, right? So as the future leaders, okay, understanding the group dynamic is very important, okay, because leadership is not only about giving the instruction, but leadership is also about building the trust. Okay.
Hello, Dr. Azreen.
Hello. Okay, can you hear me?
You lost your screen.
Yeah, oh, I love it, my screen. Okay, let me share again. I think they are lost connection just now. Alright, is it okay?
Yes, go on.
Okay, alright. So, as the future leaders, okay, understanding the group dynamic is very important, okay, because leadership is not only about giving the instruction, okay, but leadership is also about building the trust, okay, managing conflicts, motivating others, okay, and also creating the positive collaborations within the team, right? So throughout the today's session, okay, we will explore how leaders influence the team effectiveness and also the group dynamics. Okay, so now, okay, now we begin with a basic question. Okay, what exactly is a team? Okay, so basically a team is more than just a group of people, okay, who are working together. So basically a team consists of two or maybe a more individual, okay, who interact and also collaborate, okay, and also work toward a common goal, right? So team members are also independent, okay. This means that they depend on each other, okay, to complete the task and also achieve the objective successfully. Okay, for example, okay, in a group assignment, okay, there are one person that will collect the information, and okay, the another person will prepare the slide, and another person will present and also coordinate with the discussion, right? So the success of the teams actually depends on how the members cooperate and also support each other, one another, okay. So another important characteristics of the team is actually the mutual accountability. This means that every members, they will share the responsibility, okay, for the team performance and outcomes. So in the effective teams, okay, members will communicate openly. They will support each other, trust each other, and also contribute actively, right? However, in ineffective teams, okay, the communication may be weak, okay, the responsibility become unclear, and also conflicts may arise. So this is why the leadership very important in the team, right? So basically, the effective leaders, they will have to coordinate the team efforts, okay? They will try, like I just said just now, put the trust and so encourage the participation among all the members, okay, and also guides the member toward the shared goals, okay. So overall, a team is not simply about working together physically, but it is about the collaboration, the interaction, the trust, and share responsibility. Right. Okay, so many people they use the word group and also team, right, interchangeably. Okay, but actually the group and team is actually not the same. Okay, so a group basically mainly exists to share the information, okay, to exchange the idea or maybe complete individual responsibility. Okay, so members in a group, okay, they work independently and focus more on their own task. Okay. For example, okay, the student, they will attending the class, okay, from to form a group, but actually that not necessarily function as a real team, okay. So in contrast, a team, they involve the stronger collaborations and coordination, right? So the team members, they will work together to a shared objective and support each other, right? So in teams, okay, the communication is more extensive, the cooperation is stronger, and also the members are mutually accountable for the outcomes. Okay, one important concept here is synergy. Okay, It means that the combined performance of a team can become greater than the sum of the individual effort. Okay, in simple words, we can say that when a team works effectively together, so they can achieve better result than individual working separately. Okay, so this is why leadership is very important, right? So not every group they automatically become a leaders, become a teams, but a teams require coordinations, the commitment, the shared responsibility, and effective leadership. Right, so basically there are a few types, okay, of teams that can be found in the organization and also the workplace. Okay, so different teams they are created for the different purpose, and also each team they require a different leadership approach. All right, so the first type is the formal teams, means that they are officially created by the organization to achieve the specific objective. All right, for example, like community, the task force, and also the departmental teams. Okay, so usually this team have a clear structure, they have defined the responsibility and also formal leadership. Right, the second type is the cross functional teams. Okay, basically this team consists of members from the different departments or area of expertise working together. Okay, for example, like marketing, the finance, okay, the operations, and also the human resource, they will collaborate into the one project, right? So basically the cross-functional teams are important, okay, because they improve the coordination, they encourage the knowledge sharing, and also generate broader perspective. Okay, however, okay, managing this team can also be challenging, okay, because members may have different priorities, they have a different style, a communication style, and also way of working. Right, and the third is the self-managed team. Right, so these teams are given more autonomy and also responsibility to manage their own activities. So basically the team member they will plan works, they will coordinate tasks, and also solve the problem together. Okay, so in a self-managed team the leadership is often shared among the member. Okay, so basically this type of team require trust, accountability, and strong communication. Right, finally, we have the virtual teams where this team will work together, okay, using the technology, even when the members are located in different places or countries. Okay, so today we can say that the virtual teamwork has become very common due to the digital communication, the remote working, and globalization. However, okay, the virtual team may also face challenges, okay, such as the communication barriers, lacks of face-to-face interaction, and also difficulty to building the trust. Okay, therefore the leaders, okay, they must work harder to maintain the communication with their members, monitor the progress, and also strengthen the team relationship. Okay, so overall, different teams require different leadership approaches, okay, depending on the team structure, the communication patterns, and also work environments. Right. So now we need to discuss one important question, which is why? Why do organizations use the team or need the team? Okay. So basically, one major reason is because the effective team, okay, actually can produce a better outcomes compared to the individual who are working alone. Okay. Basically, the team they often make a better decisions and product. Okay, so basically this happen because the team members they contribute different ideas, experience, and perspective. Okay, so when the people collaborate effectively, okay, so they can generate more creative and higher quality solution. And second, the team improve the information sharing and coordination. Okay, that means the member can exchange knowledge, they can discuss the problem, and also support one another or each other more efficiently. Okay, so this is especially important in the modern organization where many tasks require collaborations across different departments and expertise, right? And third, the teamwork can increase motivation. Okay, so pupil, they are often feel engaged and also motivated when they feel connected to a team, and also share the common goals with others. However, the teamwork also comes with the challenges. Okay, the one challenge is the process loses. Okay, means that sometimes teams will can become a less efficient because the communication takes too long. Okay, the coordination become difficult or decision making become slower. Okay, another major challenge is the social loofing. Okay, this happen when some members, okay, they reduce their efforts because they believe that other members will complete their works. So I think many students can relate to this situation during the group assignment, okay? So this is why where the leadership become very important, okay? Basically, the effective leader will help team by clarifying, okay, the responsibility among the team members, okay? And then increasing the accountability and motivating what we call members to contribute actively. Okay, so overall, okay, the team can create many advantages, but without effective leadership and also the corporations, the team may also experience serious challenge. Okay, right, so I think the social loafing is the most common problem in the teamwork. Okay, basically, the social loafing refer to a situation where the individual put in less efforts. Okay, when working in a group compared to when they work alone. Okay, so why does this happen actually? Basically, to answer this, sometimes people will feel that their individual contribution is not feasible. Okay, then they think that the others member, okay, will help them to complete the works, okay, and also their effort maybe does not really matter. Okay, so as a result, some members become less motivated and reduce their participation. All right, so related to this, there are two important concepts, where the first is the free rider effect. Okay, so this means this happen actually when individual depends too much on the other team members and also contribute very little themselves. Okay, and the second is the sucker effect. Okay, this occur when the hardworking members, they reduce their own efforts because they feel unfairly and also they feel burdened by the others people, by others member who are not contributing equally. Alright, so now we need to explore why social loafing happens and how leader can reduce it. Okay, so one common causes is the individual performance is hiding or difficult to distinguish. Okay, so when team members feel that their contributions are not being evaluated individually, so they may reduce their effort because they believe nobody will notice. Okay, another causes is the low motivation. Okay, so if the members do not feel interested, do not feel value or connected to the task, okay, so they may become less committed to the teamwork. Okay, so social things can also influence by the individual characteristic. Right, for example, some individual, okay, they may naturally have a lower commitment, and maybe someone will have lower responsibility or maybe weaker teamwork attitude. Okay, another important factor is the poor team dynamic. Okay, when the communication is weak, the trust is low, or maybe the responsibility are unclear. Okay, the motivations within the team can decrease. Okay, so what leaders can do to reduce the social things? Basically, the leader can form a smaller team. Okay, so basically the smaller team will increase the accountability because the members contribution become more feasible. Right, and second, the leader should assign the clear responsibility. Okay, so each member should clearly understand what they need to do and how they contribute to the team success. All right, and the third, the leader can measure individual performance. So basically this will help to ensure the fairness and also encourage the active participation. And finally, the leader should increase the motivations and ability, right? So this can be done by giving recognitions, encouraging participation, providing support, and also creating a positive team environment. Okay, so overall, we can say that effective leadership is very important in preventing social loafing and also encouraging active teamwork. Right. So now we need to move to the another important question, which is what makes a leadership teams effective. Okay. So basically, in the organization, okay, successful team do not happen automatically. Right. Effective leadership teams are usually built through the communication, trust, collaboration, and shared responsibility. Right. So the first effective factor is sharing a clear visions and goals. Okay, basically the effective leaders will help team members understand, okay, what the team want to achieve, okay, why the goals are important, and how everyone can contribute to success. Okay, so when goals are clear, the team members become more focused and motivated. Right. Second, the leadership team works collaboratively across the function. Okay, so this means that members from different background or maybe from the different departments, okay, they will cooperate and also share expertise, right? So they need to collaborate with different department, different expertise, and also sometimes with different culture and countries, all right? And another important factor is the building trust and accountability. Okay, so basically trust help team member feel safe to communicate openly, share ideas, and support one another. Okay, so at the same time, the accountability, they will ensure that every members, okay, will take responsibility for their roles. And effective leadership teams also encourage participation in decision making. Okay, so this means the good leaders, okay, they do not simply give the instructions all the time, okay, but they need to listen to the team members, okay, encourage discussions, and also value different perspective. Okay, so this usually leads to the better ideas, stronger commitments, and higher team engagement. And leadership teams also manage conflict constructively, right? So basically the conflict is a very normal in a teamwork, right? However, the effective leaders needs to focus on how to solving the problem professionally, okay? Maintaining the respect and also finding the solution collaboratively, right? And another important role is actually developing team members continuously, okay? The strong leaders actually help the team members, okay, to learn a new skill, to gain confidence, and improve performance over time. All right, finally, the effective team must adapt and improve over time. Okay. So to the organization, they will change very quickly due to the technology, okay, globalization, and also the changing world environment. Okay, so therefore the leaders must remain flexible and also open to the continuous improvement. All right. Okay, so now we move to another important factors in the teamwork, which is the team size. Okay, so basically many people assume that the larger team are always better. Okay, because they have more members, they have more ideas, and also more resources. All right. However, this is not always true. Okay, so in many situations, the smaller team actually can perform more effectively. Okay, why? Because the smaller teams, okay, usually experience less process loss, okay. Basically the communication become easier because there are fewer people involved in the discussion and coordination. Okay, so as a result, the meeting become faster, the decision making become quicker, and also misunderstanding can be reduced, right? And the second, the smaller teams often develop stronger engagement, right? So the members will know each other better, okay? They will communicate more frequently and feel more connected to the team, right? And the third, the accountability become stronger, okay? So basically in a smaller teams, okay, it is easier to identify the individual contribution, right? So as a result, the members are usually more responsible and also motivated to participate actively. Okay, however, okay, this does not mean that smaller teams are always ideal. Okay, the team must still be large enough, okay, to accomplish the task effectively. Right, some projects they require diverse perspective, multiple responsibility, and also broader collaboration. Okay, therefore, the leaders must find a balance between the efficiency, the coordination, and task requirements. Okay, this means that the leadership is very important, okay, in managing the participation, the communication, and also the teamwork dynamic, okay, especially in the larger team. All right, so overall the team size can strongly influence the communication, the accountability, the coordination, and team performance. All right, and now let's discuss another important factors in the group dynamic, okay, which is diversity in team. Okay, so basically the team diversity refer to the overall mix of characteristics, okay, the knowledge, skill, the value, and also the perspective among the team members. Okay, so in modern organization, the team are often made up of individuals with different educational background, with different culture, personalities, experience, and expertise. Okay, so this diversity can provide many advantages to a team. Okay, so the first, the diverse team, okay, can view a problem from different perspectives. Okay, so when members think differently, so the teams are usually able to generate more creative idea, alternative solution, and better decision making. Right? And second, the diverse team have a broader knowledge base. Okay, so different members they will contribute different skill and experience, which can improve problem solving and innovation. And third, diversity will help the team, okay, become better to represent different stakeholder or communities. Okay, so this is very important in the global organization, in the multicultural societies, and international collaboration. Okay, however, diversity can also create challenges. Okay, the one challenge is that diverse team, okay, they may take a longer to become high performing team. All right, so this happen because the member may need more time, okay, to understand one another, to adapt to different communication style, and also to build trust. Okay, so another challenge is the faultiness. Okay, faultiness basically occur when the subgroup form within a team, okay, based on differences such as the culture, the gender, okay, the background or opinions. Okay, so when this happen, the team cohesion and coordination may become weaker. Okay, so this is why leadership is extremely important in diverse team. Okay, so basically the effective leader will help encourage inclusion. Okay, they will promote the respect, improve the communication, and also create collaborations among different members. Okay, so overall we can say that the diversity can strengthen the team performance, but effective leadership is necessary to manage diversity successfully. Alright, so now we move to the one of the most important concept, okay, in today's lecture, which is the group dynamic. Okay, so basically the group dynamics refer to the way the team members interact, okay, communicate, collaborate, and also influence one another within the group. Okay, so in a simple words, okay, the group dynamic explain how people behave in the team, okay, how the relationship develop, and how the teamwork affect the performance. Okay, so basically the group dynamic can be positive or negative, right? So the positive group dynamic usually involve the trust, cooperation, the open communication, a strong team cohesion, and effective teamwork. Okay, so when the positive group dynamic exists, so the team member are usually more motivated, they are more supportive, and also more willing to contribute ideas and effort. Okay, so as a result, the team performance often improve. Okay, however, for negative group dynamics, okay, they may involve conflicts, they have a poor communication, social laughing, low motivations, and also lack of trust. Okay, so when this happen, the teamwork become less effective, and also the group performance may decline. Okay, so this is why the leadership is extremely important in the group dynamic. Okay, so basically the leaders, we have to build a trust, improve the communication. Okay, they try to encourage collaboration, manage the conflicts, and also create what we call a positive team environment. Okay, so basically the leaders strongly influence how the team members interact and work together, right? So overall, okay, the group dynamics, they play a major role, okay, in determining whether a teams become effective, motivated, and successful, or ineffective and dysfunctioning. Okay, so we can say that the team, okay, have developed over time, right? So one of the most well-known model in the group dynamic is actually the Tuckman 5 stage of team development. Okay, so according to the Bruce Tuckman, okay, the team usually go through 5 stages as they grow and work together. Okay, so what is important here is that the leadership style, okay, may also need to change across the different stages. Alright, so the first stage is the forming. Okay, so basically at this stage, the team members are still getting to know what we call each other. Okay, so they are uncertain about their roles and also looking for the direction. Okay, so basically the members behave politely and also avoid the conflict. Okay, so at this stage, okay, the leader should provide a clear instruction. Okay, explain the goals and also clarify the what we call expectation. Okay, and the second stage is the storming. Okay, this is usually the most challenging stage. Okay, so basically the member, they may experience disengagement, misunderstanding, okay, competition or conflict. Okay, basically the different personality and opinion, they start to emerge. Okay, so at this stage, the leaders need to manage the conflict. Okay, encourage the communication and create clear ground rule. Okay, and the third stage is norming. Okay, so at this stage, member begins to cooperate better. Okay, they develop tasks and also build stronger relationships. Okay, so the team cohesion start to improve. Right, so here the leader should support the collaboration, encourage the participation, and strengthen the teamwork culture. Okay, and the fourth stage is the performing. Okay, basically at this stage, the team become more mature, more independent, and also highly productive. Okay, so the members, they work together effectively with the less supervision, right? So the leaders can now delegate their responsibility, right? Empowers members and also focus more on the overall directions rather than daily control. Okay, and the final state is the adjourning. Okay, so this happen when the team complete its task or project. Okay, so basically at this stage, the leader should recognize their contribution, celebrate the achievement, and also support team during the transition, right? So overall, this model actually show that the team do not become effectively immediately, but the team needs time to develop trust, okay, to manage the conflict and also build a cooperation. Okay, most importantly, the effective leader, they will adapt their leadership style according to the team needs and also maturity level. Right, so now we move to the team norms. Okay, basically is refer to the informal standard of conduct that are shared by the team members and also guide their behavior. Okay, so in the simple words, the team norms are the unwritten rules, okay, within the team. Alright, so over time, the team members they will develop certain way of communicating, interacting, and working together. Right. So eventually, this behavior become behavioral expectation within the group. Okay, for example, okay, the team, they may develop norms such as responding to messages quickly, attending meetings on the time, okay, respecting different opinions, and also contributing fairly to the group assignment. Right. So according to this model, okay, the team norms can develop in several ways. Okay, the first primary behavior precedent, right? So this means early behavior within the teams, okay, they often influence the future expectation, right? For example, if a member are active and also respectful from the beginning. Okay, so those behavior may become normal team expectation. Okay, and the second, the explicit statements from the leaders or the members. Okay, so sometimes leaders or members they clearly communicate expected behaviors such as the punctuality, okay, professionalism or teamwork responsibility. And the third, they carry over from the others experience. Okay, so basically the members may bring heavy and also expectation from the previous team, from the workplace or from the cultural background. Okay, and finally the critical event in the team history, right? Certain experience, okay, such as the conflict, the success, or the difficult challenges, okay, they can strongly influenced by the future team behavior. Okay, so this is why the leadership is very important in shaping the team norms. Okay, so basically the effective leader, they will create a positive communication, accountability, the professionalism, and also the mutual respect within the team, right? So overall the team norm strongly influence how the team member behave and work together. Right. So now we move to the team cohesiveness, right? So basically it's refer to the degree, okay, to which the team member are attracted, okay, to each other and also motivated to remain in the group, okay. In simple word, the cohesion means that togetherness within a team, okay. So when the team cohesion is strong, so the member usually feel connected, they will support one another and also work together more effectively, right? So the strong team cohesion, they can produce many positive outcome, right? So the first one, they will have a better teamwork. Okay, the member will cooperate more easily and also communicate more openly. Okay, and the second is the higher motivation, right? So when individual they feel emotionally connected to the teams, all right, so they are usually more willing to contribute effort and participate actively. And third, more information sharing. Okay, so means that the team members will become more comfortable to exchange their idea, okay, to sharing their knowledge and also helping one another to solve the problem, right? And strong cohesion also provide better social support. Okay, member will feel supported emotionally and psychologically, okay, especially during the stressful situation or difficult tasks, right? So as a result, the team performance often improve. Okay, however, the team cohesion does not happen automatically, right? Several factors can strengthen the team cohesion, right? First, the smaller team size, okay, means that the smaller team, okay, they usually interact more closely and develop stronger relationship, right? And second, frequent interactions among the members. Okay, so the more members communicate and also collaborate, okay, the stronger their relationship become. All right, and the third, the team success. All right, so when the team what you call achieve goals successfully, okay, the member often feel more united and motivated. Okay, so this is why the leadership is very important, because the leadership is can what we call strengthen the team cohesion by creating positive relationship among the members. Okay, so overall the team cohesion play an important role in the team quality, in the motivation, and also team performance. Okay, and of course, every team, every members, every leader, we need to building a trust. Okay, so basically, trust refer to positive expectation that one person has toward another person or maybe a group. Okay, in situation involving risk. Okay, so in the simple words, the trust means that believing that other team member are reliable. Okay, supportive, honest, and responsible. Okay, so the trust is very important. Okay, because the teamwork always involves some level of dependence on other people. Okay, for example, in a team project, okay, so members will depend on one another, okay, to complete the task, to share the information, and also fulfill the responsibility. Okay, so without trust, the teamwork become more difficult, So we have come out with the question, right? So how the leaders need to brush within the team. Okay, so the first, the leaders needs to demonstrate concern for others. Okay, effective leader, we care about the team members' well-being, the opinion and challenges. Okay, so when member feel valued and respected, the trust become stronger. Okay, and second, the leaders communicate openly. Okay, so basically the open communication encourage honesty, transparency and understanding within the team. Okay, and third, the leader show the consistency and fairness. Okay, the team member, they trust leader. Okay, when the leader are fair, reliable and also consistent in their decision and behavior. Okay, and fourth, the leader encourage collaboration. Okay, means that the leader will create teamwork environments where the members support one another, they will sharing ideas together and also work together effectively, right? And finally, the leaders support the team members, okay, by providing the guidance, encouragement, and also assistance, okay, which help to strengthen the relationship within the team, okay. So why does we say that trust very matters so much, okay? Basically, the trust we have to improve the teamwork, the strengthen communication and reduce conflicts, okay, and also increase the team performance. Okay, so we also need to know how to manage what we call the team conflicts. Okay, basically we can say that conflict is very common in the teamwork. Okay, so whenever people work together with different personality, with different opinion, with different value or different expectation. Okay, so this agreement will naturally happen. Okay, however, the conflict is not always negative. All right, in fact, the conflict can improve the team performance when managed effectively, right? So let we look at the at some causes of conflict. Okay, so one major cause is the poor communication. Okay, misunderstanding will often happen with the information is unclear, where when the members do not listen carefully or communication is ineffective, right? So another cause is the different opinions and expectation, right? So the team members, they may have different ideas, okay, about how work should be done, how should we prioritize the work, and also in terms of decision making, okay. And conflict can also occur because of the competitions of a responsibility. Okay, sometimes the member disagree about workload distributions, okay, the leadership rules, or maybe recognitions for the contribution, right? Another common issue is the misunderstanding. Okay, the small misunderstanding can grow into larger problem if they are not managed properly. Okay, so how basically the leader can resolve the conflict effectively? Okay, the first, we need to encourage open communication. Okay, so the members should feel comfortable expressing their opinion, concern and ideas respectfully. Okay, and second, focus on the problem, okay, not on the person. Okay, effective what we call conflict management, they will focus on solving issue professionally, okay, rather than attacking individual personally. Okay, and third, listens to different perspective. All right, the good teamwork require members to understand different viewpoint, respect diversity and consider alternative ideas. Okay, and fourth, formal collaboration and mutual respect. Okay, so the teams will become stronger, okay, when the members cooperate instead of competing destructively. And finally, find win-win solution. Okay, this means that the goal of conflict management is not simply to win, but to find solution that benefit the entire team. Okay, so this is where the leadership become very important. Okay, so the strong leaders will help to what you call prevent the conflicts from being personal or destructive. Okay, so overall the conflict is not necessarily bad, okay, but when we manage effectively, so the conflict can improve decision making, encourage creativity and strengthen team performance. Right. Another important aspect, okay, of effective teamwork is the diversity, okay, within the teams, right? So today we know that many organizations and also many university, they consist of people from the different culture, different background, different experience, personality, and perspective. Okay, so this diversity can become a major strength for a team. All right. The first, okay, diverse team encourage creativity and innovation. Okay, so where member thinks differently, okay, so the teams are able to generate new ideas, explore alternative solution, and make better decision. All right. Second, the diverse team improve the problem solving. Right, different experience, different knowledge, which allow the members to approach problem from multiple perspective. Okay, so as a result, the teams often become more flexible, more innovative, and better prepared for the to face the challenge. All right. However, diversity also comes with the challenges. Okay, so one common challenge is the miscommunication. All right, people from different background, okay, may have a different communication style, different expectation, and also different way of expressing idea. Okay, another challenge is the conflicts. Okay, means that difference in opinion, value, or working approach, okay, may sometimes create disagreement with the team. Okay, so the team may also experience different working style, right? So some member they prefer the fast decision making, independent works, or highly structured teamwork. Okay, while the others may prefer more discussion and flexibility. Okay, so this is why the leadership is extremely important in the diverse team. All right, so effective leaders will help promote the inclusion. They will try encourage the mutual respect, and they will try to improve the communication among the members. Okay, and also create collaborations among different teams member. Okay, and the strong leader also ensure that diversity become a source of strength rather than division. Okay, so overall diversity can strengthen the team performance who manage effectively, right? And today, okay, leadership and teamwork are evolving rapidly, okay, in the era of industrial revolutions 5.0, okay. In the past, okay, basically the organization focused heavily on the automation, the machine, and also the technology, okay. However, in the IR 5.0, okay, they emphasize the collaborations between humans and technology, okay. This means the technology is important, but human values, creativity, ethics, and teamwork, okay, still remain essential, right? So today's many teams, okay, they work using the digital platform, virtual communication, artificial intelligence, and online collaboration tools, all right? AI is not able to analyze the information, support the decision making, and automate the routine task, okay, and also improve the efficiency. However, okay, even with advanced technology, the human leadership is still very important. Why? Because the humans, okay, they provide emotional intelligence, ethical judgment, empathy, creativity, and relationship building, right? So this is why the future leaders, okay, they must learn how to balance technology and human interaction, okay? So in the IR 5.0, the several future skills become increasing importance, okay? So the future leaders must also focus on the ethics and sustainability, right? So the technology should not only improve the productivity, but they should also support the human well-being, the inclusions and responsibility decision making. Okay, so basically this brings us to an interesting question. Should AI, okay, be treated as a team members? Okay, so today we can say that AI can support the teamwork, generate the ideas, and also assist the decision making. But can AI truly replace the human trust, the emotional understanding, and leadership? So this is an important decision, okay, discussion for the future organization and future leaders, all right? So now I want you guys to think about what kind of skill, okay, for the future team and also future leaders we need, all right? So basically the workplace is changing every rapidly, okay, because of the technology, the globalization, the AI, and also the digital transformation, okay? Because of this, the technical knowledge alone is no longer enough, okay? So the future leaders and team members will also need a strong communication skill, okay? So they must be able to express idea clearly, listen effectively, and also collaborate with different pupil. Okay, another important skill is the critical thinking. Okay, so the future leaders need the ability to analyze problem, okay, evaluate information, and make a good decision in complex situation, right? And next is the emotional intelligence. Okay, where the leader must understand emotion, the relationship, and human behavior. Okay, another essential skill is the adaptability, right? Where the pushers workplace, okay, will continue to change rapidly, so that leader and employees must be flexible and also willing to learn continuously. Okay, so we also need a digital collaboration skill. Okay, where many teams they work virtually, okay, using the online platform, using the AI tools, and also digital communication technology. And finally, the cross-cultural teamwork, okay, so has become increasingly important, okay, where the people now works with individuals from different countries, different culture, and different backgrounds. So the future leaders, they must know how to respect diversity, to communicate across the culture, and build inclusive teamwork. Okay, so this is why the leaders must balance between the technology, the teamwork, ethics, and human relationship. All right. So before we end, okay, I would like all of you to reflect on this question. Okay, what kinds of leader, okay, should I become in the future? Right. So basically, the leadership is not only about the authority, about the positions of power, okay, but exactly the leadership is also about the influence, the trust, the communication, the empathy, okay, and also creating positive impact on others. All right, so in conclusion, we can say that effective leadership is important in building trust, the teamwork, okay, the communication, and positive group dynamic. Okay, so as a future leaders, okay, always remember, okay, leadership is not only about leading the people, but it's also inspiring, supporting, and creative positive impact. Okay, so thank you very much for your attention and participation. Okay, I truly appreciate the opportunity, okay, to be with all of you today. Right, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Azreen, for the insightful presentation. I really noticed and I'm really interesting about your topic. It's really related with our audience, of course. As you can see that our audience is a student and
Mm-hmm.
uh, right? Mm, they often work in like a group assignment, project, and presentation, and some organization.
Yeah.
That it's very relevant and relate for us. Okay.
Yeah.
And actually, I have one question before we move to the Q&A session. So
Okay.
please, participant, you can text your question or just raise your hand and or just text on the chat box. Before the Q&A session, I wanted to ask you about, based on your experience, of course, did you ever work with a team that was very difficult to manage uh, and hard to communicate with? In that situation, what should we do as a colleague or the team member? And of course, in the professionality response.
All right, okay. So my call experience, okay, previous experience. I don't have that experience before this. Okay, I don't have any members that who are very difficult to communicate, but actually that's the rules of the leaders. Okay, so basically, when we have a members who are very difficult to handle or very difficult to communicate, okay, the first thing we need to ask the leaders, okay, how we communicate with them. Okay, basically the leaders will play the very important roles, all right, on how to make the teams become what we call collaborate together. Okay, so basically we maybe the leaders can put all of the team members, okay, in a in a meeting, okay, do a discussion on how we maybe if they have a problems or they have a something what we call task, when needs a group discussion. So the leader should play a role, okay, by inviting them to in a discussion in the meeting, okay, on how to discuss with all the team members, all right? Okay. Yeah. That,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah, that's all.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Azin. Of course, it's we need to communicate it with leader or with with our college.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Okay, there is still around 78 participant here. There is any some question? Oh, yeah. There is one question from Hanafi. Hello, Dr. Wan Noor Azreen. I'm Hanafi from Agribusiness A. Sorry, I can't talk right now because I'm in the middle of something. Okay. But I want to ask, do you think anyone can be a leader for others? Does leadership capacity grow naturally over time, or is it something that needs to be actively prepared before you actually start leading?
All right, thank you, Hanafi. So basically, I just teach about the leadership style, okay, this morning, okay, during my class. So basically, we can say that some people, some researchers will say that leaders are born, okay, not made, okay, but actually, everyone can be a leader, okay. Basically, you guys actually are leader right now, okay. Even you give instructions to the people, you try to help your friends, okay, in terms of your their assignment, in terms of the study, okay. So basically you are already a leader, okay. When you advise, maybe you advise your friends in terms of any problems, you are already a leader, okay. So basically a leader is not basically a bond, okay. The leaders can be training, okay. You can train yourself as a leader by uh yeah, improve your communication in terms of your how to what we call what we call to put a relationship with the others, all right. So exactly you are already a leader, okay. Yeah. So maybe if you're what you call participates in the group project in the what you call the university association, okay. So actually you are now training yourself to be a leader, okay. Yeah. Right, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Azrin. Yes, Hanafi. Uh, as what Dr. Azin said before, that we already a leader, right? Even in ourselves, especially like when we were being a study or in participant in group project or in simple like the organization. It's yeah, everyone is can be a leader. I mean, like even in a small situation, like what I said before. Is it right, Dr. Azrin?
Yeah, true.
Okay, next move. Anyone wanna ask to Dr. Azrin? It's a big change for you guys to ask
Can I
Dr.
ask
Azrin.
a question,
Yes,
Miss?
come on, Ryan. Rian.
Okay. Uh, the everyone is thank you, Dr. Azrin, for the insightful presentation. My name is Yoga Rian. People usually call me Rian. I'm from Agribusiness A class. So I need to ask one question because I'm a little bit curious because this relates to my own experience in organization.
Okay.
My question is, as a leader, we are often encouraged to recruit highly competent people to build a strong team. But why do some teams with highly skilled individuals still fail to perform well? And in situation like this, which side actually need more evaluation? The leader or the team member themselves? Or how do you see it, Doctor? Thank you.
Thank you for your question. All right. So basically, when your question just now, that you have a confidence group, right? A confidence member in the group. So why the individual are not? Some individual. Can you repeat again your question, Rian?
Uh, as a leader, we have some expectation like this, ma'am. Because we must recruit the competent people
Okay.
and to build a strong team because we have some expectation. But sometimes the highly skilled individuals
Mm.
still fail to perform well like this because
Yeah.
maybe a communication or ego or what the
Okay.
doctor said.
Alright. So that is based on your experience, right? Okay, so basically we can say that yeah, basically the leaders should play a role, okay? Not they cannot what we call um what we call put a teamwork with only the strong what we call competence, we highly skilled, okay? Because of course we need have some maybe the junior one, the senior one, okay? Because the junior one sometimes they have a new what we call the fresh idea, okay? Because they can maybe contribute in terms of how uh, what we call how the organization can improve their performance or maybe to achieve the goals, okay? Meanwhile for the senior because they already in that organization, so basically they already know what actually should they achieve, okay? Should how they capture or get the goals, okay? So sometimes we need the different ideas from the new employees, okay? Because basically they have a fresh idea, right? So let's say if the leaders, okay, they only get apa, what we call select only the highly skilled, okay, but still fail as a team, right? So that's mean because they have everyone in that teams they have already has expertise, they already has a skill, so they want to compete what we call which is either not try to work together, right? So that's why the leader need should balance, okay, between the pupil who are still new and still need to gain experience with the highly skilled, okay? So yeah, is it answer your question?
Thank you, doctor, for your response and
Alright,
explanation. It's really answered my curiously.
alright, thank
Thank
you
you.
then.
Okay, thank you, Rian and Dr. Azreen. Is it right? Yeah. If how to handle an incompetent team while we need to still maintain a strong and an effective team. Yeah, of course, the leader is the important person that we need to have a high skill member and also about how to make the teamwork is working
Yeah,
and the communication and support each other in every member maybe.
yeah, true.
Okay. Okay, there is another question. Anyone? You can raise your hand. Sela Dwi Rahmawati. Come on, Sela.
Hi, Sela.
Hi, Sela. Come on. You're still mute. You can on your mic.
Okay. Uh, Thank you for the opportunity, Miss Ma'am Wan Noor. Okay,
Azreen, Dr.
Just call me
Azreen.
Wanda, yeah.
Dr. Azreen.
Okay.
Uh, First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Sela Dwi Rahmawati, and I am from uh, Animal and Agricultural Faculty of Diponegoro University. And I'm curious about a leadership in the group dynamics. So, as a leader, what is the strategy to make the conflict between a member is to encourage the strength of the group. Maybe that's enough for my question.
How the leaders can make the stronger group dynamics, right?
Yes.
Right.
Maybe change the conflict to strengthen the group dynamics.
Okay, the conflict, right? So we know that leadership has a different style, right? We have a transformational leadership, we have a transactional leadership, the authentic leadership, right? So basically the leaders can place a different style, okay, based on the situation, okay? For example, like they have a conflict. Sometimes maybe using like you call the transformational leadership, okay, like motivating, like try to inspiring the employees on how to solve the conflict, okay, can actually bring what we call motivations to the employees, right? Basically they will the leaders, okay, will try to inspiring or to guide the members, the team members on how to solve the conflicts, okay, so that can be a big better group dynamics, all right? So basically, the leaders should place a different what you call leadership style or approach, okay, based on the situation. basically. Yeah. Right. Thank you, Sela, for your answer, for your question. Sorry. Okay. Right.
Okay, thank you, Sela. Okay, maybe another
For the
question.
answer.
Yeah, okay, thank you, Sela. Okay, maybe last question, maybe. There is any another question? Hello? No one? Okay, maybe Dr. Azreen, maybe you can give me as like a closing statement for this insightful topic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can give us yeah, closing statement.
Closing statement. All right. So I hope that what I teach just now, what I give sharing the session just now is very what we call have meaningful, okay, impactful ideas on how the leaders play the roles, okay, in to create what we call the effective teams, okay, how the teams can communicate with each other, okay. We know that we learn only the theory, okay, but in reality we know that different organization, different workplace, they have a different what we call situations on the teams, okay, how basically they have a positive or negative team dynamic. All right, so basically from this session I hope that you know how to tackle the situation later on. All right, so as a future employees, I know in one day as a future leaders, okay, you should have what you call a leaders, okay, that can bring what you call can bring a good maybe a positive teamwork, okay, which can bring a trust and collaborations among your yeah, among your team members, right? Okay, I think that's all. Right.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Azreen, for the inspiring presentation today, and for the all participants. Thank you so much for coming until the closing statement. Sorry, before we close this session, maybe you can give our participant as a student like some advice, maybe how to become a good leader and building strong work in the future. Maybe they will be some manager or become an employee or even a leader or the director. Maybe you can give them some advice for our student to become a good leader, of course.
All right, sure. Okay. So I think for now I'm sure that you already practice a leadership, okay, in yourself, okay, during a student, right? So even in because you already are involved in the group assignments, okay, you already know how to what we call to tackle with your group member on how to give a responsibility or give a task during the assignment, right? Who should do this, who should do this, okay? And also maybe some of you already involved in the what you call the communities, okay, the university communities. So you already practice the leadership style actually. Okay, so for you guys, okay, if you, I wish that all of you, okay, will be a leader someday, okay, in the workplace. So, what I can say, please, try to what we call motivating them, okay, try to guide them, inspiring them, okay, so that they will really wants to be what we call works with you, okay, and try to avoid any autocratics or any strict leadership style in yourself, all right? So yeah, so basically the members, okay, we feel motivated, we feel supported with you, okay. You are really what you call inspiring them, okay. All right, that's all for me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Azri. Can everyone give some applause emoticon on Zoom?
Thank you,
Yeah,
everyone.
yeah, thank you again for Dr. Azreen. Thank you so much, Dr. Azreen.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Azreen. Maybe we continue communicate in email, right, for the
Sure.
further collaboration, maybe
Yeah,
in
sure.
writing an article or the something other collaboration.
Yeah, I really hope that we can still what we call continue our great working, right? So thank you
Yeah,
for
of
inviting
course.
me. All right. Okay.
Okay, so
And,
thank you.
Bye bye.
hopefully we can meet someday, either in Indonesia or
Yeah.
maybe in
Yeah.
Malaysia, right?
Yeah, sure. So
Okay.
please communicate with me if you come to Malaysia. Right.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, thank you
Okay.
so
Thank you,
much,
everyone.
Dr. Azreen, for the great insight and presentation today. And with that, our international guest lecture session come to end. And me, Pramesi Begana, as the MC and moderator today, sincerely apologize for any mistakes during the session. And thank you so much, everyone. Dr. Azreen, good afternoon. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam
Bye-bye.
warahmatullahi
See
wabarakatuh. Thank
you.
you. See
Bye.
you.